hear that jingle, it is 14th session with me, Elk and Avenger, only one, Kelan Phillips. And the baby went into the second week. So many things is happening in the baby, you know, you're trying to figure out which week it is, but it's only the second week. You know, game's coming fast and furious, but it's still only the second week. Yes, so in the second week, we had some spills. We had some thrills. I must say that we will soon find out who will. Well, it seems that the Pinelands will lead the pack coming out of the first round. So we'll see. But the first thing was on Sunday we had LSC and that's Lakers Sports Club and Spartans. Lakers won by 25 points, 79-54. Theo Greenwich again scores 20 points. He had 10 rebounds and 2 steals. Justin Bamo had 31, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. That was his first.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that game, but unless I'm mistaken, I was following at home, and that game was actually pretty close up until the third quarter.
Yes.
Going in the fourth, actually was a close game, and then y'all just obviously broke away and won by 25. But,
yes.
You could probably tell us more what the game as you were, there.
Yeah. It was a close game. You're correct. It was close game at the third quarter, and then after the third quarter, then midway through the third quarter, then Lakers went on a run, and then that was the end of the story. Spartans couldn't reply. I think Lakers is really helping out teams by playing at the level that they're playing at. So we'll see what happens forward. The second game Sunday though, second day of Sunday.
I saw that though.
Oh yes, that was painful. But the least we say about that, the better. But let's say that Pinelands won 111-31 in 3 quarters. And they were led by Darian Hurley, who had 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists and 3 steals. And Devron Knight, who had 23 points, 8 rebounds, and also 2 steals. So that was Pinelands scoring another 100 points in 3 quarters this time. And
I think Rashi had 10 steals in that game or something.
Yes, he had some big stats.
Big crazy stats.
Then the last game of the night was Cavs versus Bulls. And the Cavs won 70-67. That game was close draw. I followed that game online. And it was really close draw. Joel Hunt had 24 points, 9 rebounds. He was the high man for everybody. 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals. And I saw the return of Akeem Marsh. But he obviously is still short of work. So he didn't have a performance, Akeem Marsh performance. But
he only played the first half. He only played the first half,
Right. So we expect that the Bulls will be back to normal when they get their full team back. But right now, like everybody else, they're struggling with some injuries. City United got like 5 people injured. They usually say this game is for young people. So, when you are a certain age, it's take a long while to warm up, and then it's take a long while to warm back up. Right. So we know what is the problem with City United there. But
then a long thing to the work next day.
Leave them alone. Then on Tuesday, Pinelands played the Trident Schoolboys. Right, and they won 27-57. And Devron again had a big game. He had 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 steals. Matter of fact, he was the best player on all 4 teams that night.
He had a monster game. Playing, continuing their thing of scoring 100 and whatever points they want to score against everybody. That game would have been tough for our schoolboys. We all know. They are honestly, as we all give our preview on Schoolboys before the season, but I think they're actually playing better than we expected.
Correct.
They're playing a lot better than we expected. Like, I don't mind the losses. That's part of the learning curve, but I think they're playing a lot better, and they were up. They were up in 2 of the games. Actually, they were up in 3 of the games that they played. They were up against Spartans and Spartans, Celtics, and Bulls.
Yes.
And then they just lost at the end. So like they're actually playing a lot better than I expected. So
yes, they are. And a lot of young people, a lot of young players, people that 16-year-old, 15-year-olds playing is being good. It's been good for basketball though. Because you can see a new crop of players coming through. So next year, following years, when if City is still up, they could find some way to recruit some players, right? So just let me say that the Schoolboys are really doing a good job. The second game Tuesday night was Lakers versus City United. That game, Justin Bramwell had 19 points and 15 rebounds, 3 steals and 3 assists. He didn't shoot the ball very well. As a matter of fact, Lakers didn't shoot the ball very well at all. And I only think they won the game because, City United ran out of steam probably like after the first quarter. But it was really close, and Lakers will have to go back to the drawing board and look at how they're doing their stuff. And I think they'll make a better account of themselves going forward. But if they don't, they're going to be, the European boys up the top 4, because we can see since now that you see the competition, starting to see that the teams really is only down to 4. It's 4 and then the other 3. I don't want to say that the other 3 can win a game. They may take off a game off of somebody if somebody can play it badly, but it's going to be difficult for them.
Yeah. I'm definitely not calling out anybody, because my mantra is you miss every shot that you don't take. So I know how much shots Bramwell took that game, and I know he was like, he missed every shot that you don't take. So I know that he had a rough game. I didn't see that game, so I'm assuming based on the split of 2-pointers versus 3-pointers and kind of how I know Bramwell's game, I'm assuming that he attacked the basket a lot, or was trying to attack the basket a lot. So like, I guess he was
he had a lot of misses in the interior.
So I guess he was trying to be aggressive. So sometimes you have those days, and it's early in the season too. So once that's not happening in second row, second row, then that's good.
Or playoffs, that is not a problem.
Yeah, so that's all.
And then Thursday night, Tridents played the Cavs. The Cavs won 79-57. Zachary Cave had 22 points and 10 rebounds. I noticed that Joel Hunt didn't play in that game. I'm wondering if he's tired or hurt.
Lord management, you see this is
Lord management.
If you see a star player, they're on Lord management.
Lord management. Okay. So he's on Lord management. So it's unfortunate that some people can't get Lord management to organize, but right. So he's on Lord management, but Jackie Case stepped up. He had 22 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
And then Bulls and Spartans. That game was much closer than I thought it would be, but obviously Bulls are without their top guns. So right now, I think all Bulls want to do is make sure to win the games that they're supposed to win, and and just split. You can split some games with the other people. Once you get that top 4, then everybody healthy. That's when the basketball really gets started. So I don't think that trying to find a playoff position or anything will make a difference. You got to beat 2 of the 4 top teams to win. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. So it's just about getting healthy for Bulls right now. And there's a lot
of people called not Pinelands. Lakers have a number of players that are hurt.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Right, and those are players, and then we may you know, you have to look at, we are putting load on people who aren't accustomed to having that load. So they're not performing at the best. So as you, just like how Bulls are looking to win the games that they're supposed to win, basically what Lakers trying to do. You know, win the games that suppose they don't drop them the games that you're supposed to drop, that you're supposed to win, and try to see how you could do against the top teams. And basketball can start the second round and the playoffs.
Correct.
Right. So even if I beat you by 100 million in first round, and then you in second round in playoffs, but you beat you, then that 100 million really mean nothing, really.
It's true.
Right. So that in that game though, it was the game of Bulls and Spartans. Theo Greenwich I think he had 30 points.
Yeah.
8 rebounds. But the remarkable thing about that game, he shot 61% from the field, right? And 72% from free throw. So he had a fairly efficient game.
Yeah, he was 11 or 12 from 2 or 6 from 3. Yeah. So
he had a really efficient game. But I also think Theo is a decent basketball player. Sometimes his emotions get too high and it runs away with him. But if he's, stay level-headed, he will get some trouble. Obviously, he's playing in a team where he's the go-to guy.
Yeah.
So, but when somebody scored 30 points on 60% shooting, that is good. That's good, efficient basketball, and basketball could translate to anything.
Yeah.
So he is doing well. And that's the week in the Bay. And the two other things we want to look at. The first thing is we are going to look at who do you think was the player of the week in the Bay last week?
I don't have the total stats, but like off the top of my head, immediately, Devron. I feel like
Devron is the player of the week.
I feel like Devron.
He scored 58 points last week and pulled down 23 rebounds. I had 6 steals.
Okay, right? So that's average of 29.
Yes, average of 29.
Definitely. Yeah,
right. So he is our player of the week, the court session player of the week, and we do things by stats because we go and we make sure we sift through the stats and we look at all the games and that sort of stuff. We just don't look at a fella scored 20 points and we decide to make him player of the game. Right. So Devron Knight is the court in session player of the week.
Definitely deserving. Yeah.
Yes. And now we get to the picks. Now, last week, I made some picks and you made some picks. You were 5 or 7, I was 6 or 7. I took one for the team. I took one of the team with Spartans.
I feel like I low-key took one pick. I take a pick Celtics, right? For some reason.
Yeah.
You see, we both took one for the team. For some reason, he was like, you know what?
Yeah, we took one for the team. So,
we
ain't going to quibble over that. So last week was 5 or 7 for you and 6 or 7 for me.
That's a great week both ways.
Yeah, okay. So I will not. We are not going to quarrel about that. But now, the coming week is starting on Sunday. Spartans versus Pine. Spartans versus Pinelands.
Well,
you don't have to be a rocket scientist.
I'm not taking nothing for no one. It's Pine. Unless all of them decide that they've been playing, it's Pine.
Yeah, I would like no Pinelands doing any load management. Anyway, the second game is City United and Bulls. I know you got to take Bulls.
Yeah.
And I can take Bulls too because I don't think I take enough team.
It's true.
And then the Lakers versus Cavs. I will go with Lakers because they have
that one is interesting because Lakers dealing with some injuries. I just say we don't think Joel is hurt. We just think that he just made the shadow game for a rest. So we're assuming that he's going to play on Sunday. I think Lakers will be too bind up, so I might pick Cavs.
Yes, if I wasn't coaching Lakers, I'd pick Cavs.
I think Lakers are going to be missing some
people.
So.
Yeah, Lakers missing some people, and some people hurt, so it will be difficult. I'm not saying they can't do it, but I'm saying
definitely not. But yeah.
Right. And then Tuesday, the Spartans versus City United. This should be a very interesting game. I really feel that Spartans will pull this out. I don't see they being able to keep the speed of Spartans. So I will pick Spartans. I expect Spartans, but what do you think?
That one's interesting because it's like is a youth versus experience. Maybe make sure we use the right words. Youth versus experience matchup. so I don't know. Stevie's actually he's putting up some good numbers. He's definitely averaging over 20, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So
he pulled up on Tuesday night though. He pulled up on Tuesday night and complained about hamstring. So if he can't go, go for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I can pick Spartans too. I think Spartans should pull that one out.
And then the big one for this week is Bulls versus Pinelands. Now this is always be like a grudge match and thing, and I just think this one. I think somewhere along the line the Bulls are a little banged up, so I think Pinelands will take this one, just merely because the Bulls banged up, and I don't know if Marsh will be back because he only played 1.5 in one game. So if he can't go, I think Pinelands will pull this out. But you gotta go.
That's not a bad thing. I just say we banged up. Obviously, I have confidence in my team or whatever, regardless of the situation. But from the outside, I can see, because point is rolling. Is that like that's a fact. Point is rolling right now. Bulls. I think the offense has gone a little better as the games have gone on. Even though we're still missing bodies, so it's like you still kind of mix and matching as we go along. But I totally get it if someone thinks it. But obviously, you know who I give it. So yeah.
Yeah, so, but no one will win this tournament in the first round. So
that's correct. So you could be by 100 in the first round.
Don't matter. Pinelands got to be very careful they don't peak at the wrong time because they are really rolling. And
that's a thing.
You know that when you go up, the only place to come is down. So you got to be very careful, when you're rolling like this because they are really sharp. I am not saying that they are going to lose. They can't win, what I'm saying is they got to be very careful not to be too sharp in the first round. We have seen this picture before, and it didn't end well.
Yeah.
Right. And on Thursday, we have Lakers versus the Schoolboys. I will go with Lakers.
Yeah, me too.
I just think the Schoolboys, I'm really impressed how the Schoolboys playing, though, to be honest with you. And if Lakers don't turn up, or Lakers if Lakers is too banged up, depending on how it is, they can't mess around with Schoolboys because Schoolboys will end up beating them. So they're just going to make sure that to win the games, you have to win and keep rolling. And then the final game on Thursday for that week is Cavs versus City United. I think good money was put on Cavs. I mean,
unless Joe wants to sell us and Lord manage the game, I think I can pick Cavs. I can pick Cavs for sure.
Yes, and that is the baby. That is the player of the week, and that is the picks for next week. And right now we will be joined by Alan Pinder, the Bajan Scout. Let's look at the NBA. Joining us now is Bajan Scout Alan Pinder. He is the man with the NBA. Over to you, Alan.
Well, certainly East, the team that's probably been one of the best teams in the East all year, just on a very low key though. Milwaukee Bucks won 16 games in a row, and they've been great all year, as I said just now. But the Celtics have been getting most of the fanfare, especially with their big wins they had recently against the Cavs and the Sixers. This playoff matchup was spoiled last year because Chris Middleton was injured. So hopefully everyone can stay healthy, and this is probably going to end up as the Eastern Conference final matchup this year. It should be very interesting. Okay. In other news in the East, you have Quinn Snyder, who got replaced as coach. Sorry, he replaced Nate McMillan as coach of the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah. We were hearing some rumblings from before. Nate was saying he was potentially going to retire, but they decided to push him rather than wait, because they saw opportunity to get Quinn Snyder, and they pounced that pretty quickly and they got their man. So it's very odd to have a coach join the team past mid-season after All-Star break. It's very unusual, but yeah, Hawks identified their guy and they went after him. So that's the East for you.
Well, before I move off the East, though, I have to mention Derrick Brown's New York Knicks, because the Knicks have been 9-1 in the last 10, right? So, what do you think about the Knicks?
Knicks have been playing very well recently, especially Brunson. Brunson, a lot of people were thinking they may have overpaid for him over the summer. He wasn't the guy they wanted. They really wanted the guy who went to the Cavs, unfortunately. But but yeah, I think they've been very happy with Brunson right now. So yeah, I think I'm not sure how high they're going to climb. They probably should be a top 4 team, but I think they should be able to forget about Mitchell.
He get an all-star stub and he was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna show you. I know all of a sudden he's like, yeah, he took off. I think I saw something about Saints. It was Saints a particular month or something, like in terms of most points for the year. It was like Damian Lillard, he had 800 or something. And then it was like way down, but in second place was Jalen Brunson. Like he's actually been killing over a good, not just a 1 or 2 a 2-week thing, like months he's been killing.
I think there's something in January he's going to tear for averaging 3 points a game or something like that. Yeah, he's been really good.
But he's doing well in my fantasy team, so I
same.
I'm happy.
Yeah, you and the Knicks should be very happy.
Yeah, we are. Then what about
Well, moving on to the West. Yeah, moving on to the West. There was very bunched up for a very long time, but starting to separate the wheat from the chaff a little bit. And the Nuggets and the Grizzlies definitely seem to be 2 of the top teams. And strange enough, a team that's normally part of the shaft is definitely one of the cream of the crop right now. Those Sacramento Kings.
Kings, man.
Kings.
Yeah, doing very well recently. So those seem to be top 3. The Suns are right behind them. I think they're looking to make a push now with KD returning. And then the rest is a little bit bunched up. The Clips and the Mavs were also 2 teams that made big trades, along with the Suns trying to make a move, but they've started a bit slow. I think Clips have lost their first 4 games with Westbrook, and Mavs, they lost, I think, maybe 2 of their first 3. But they got a good win this week against the Sixers. Seems everyone's getting good wins against the Sixers recently. So, so hopefully things should be able to turn around for the Mavs coming up. So, and I think they're hoping to make a little bit of run. But the US is looking pretty interesting.
Yeah. So that's the East, that's the West, and that is Alan Pinder, the Bajan Scout. And right now, our court is adjourned.
Good morning.